Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. The Home tab is your personal dashboard. Keep track of your goals, stats, and information on your weekly opponent at a glance. Manage your activities using the list of items on the left. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk. This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype ratings. This is your development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress faster over time. You can improve your development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at your position.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Okay, ready? Ready? Ready, break! Set, go! Here we go, set! Cougar 19! Go! Let's go! 70, ready, go! Down! Bronco 80! Ready, hut!
Hey, man, listen. Great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Denver Broncos.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 20. The scoreboard says goose eggs right now, but we might be changing that momentarily. The offense with the football in the red zone. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be.
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Throwing, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 20. On second down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Going right back to Fant. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now back to throw. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Broncos will extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and on.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So late 2nd quarter, this offense with the football trailing by 3. Can they get into range and tie it, or maybe get in the end zone and take the lead into intermission? And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin with a couple of teams that met up last season in the divisional round of the playoffs. Cleveland paying another visit to Kansas City. And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Jarvis Landry, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. KJ Hamler returning it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. A 4th down coming up. Decision time now, as this would be a long field goal attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. The Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air. Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019, and then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the...
Time to jump back in. This defense already 2 scores down. Points here would certainly make their road back a tough one. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Gano's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The keeper is...
It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone? And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes, we're not gonna win. So let's get out there and let's have a good practice, huh?
Okay, ready? Hut, hut. Set up. Viking 18. Hut. Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Set up. Ready, break. Ready, ready.
This is it. We are going for gold.
60 Bison. Check go.